Good day, everybody. This is Lone Eagle 112358. Thank you for joining me today. I appreciate it so very much. I really do. Alright, let's get right into this. The San Rafael Swell. Located right here in the white. In this video today, we're going to start at the south here. We're going to work our way around the perimeter. There's lots of features to take a look at. We'll cover half, and then the rest we'll cover in the live streams. Or I'll just make more videos. Depends on how much I can cover in the live streams. But there's just so much to look at. So let's start at the south part of this. I'm not sure if this is called the Southern Rim yet. Because there is a North Rim for the Little Grand Canyon that we're going to work our way up to. Right now this is called the Red Canyon. Very good reasons. But look at the view. The camera is level, so look at this. You'll just see the land just ascend quickly. That's Interstate 70. But look at that right there. Boom. That was a far drop. That's a far drop. So, this is a river. That's Muddy Creek River. I wonder if there's a road down there. Can you get in there, the road? No, eh? Wow. Goes right through there. Interesting. I mean, look what this creek is doing. Look how deep these gorges are. Like, that's insane. A good insane. Wow. Huh. Well, I have to look more into that. It's just like what I said. I saved these videos, you know. I came across these, quickly made those videos that you just saw, then I left it to go do other things, and I didn't come back because I wanted to save all this searching live with you guys. Upper Quandary Canyon. Not bad, not bad, not bad. Alright, but look at this. This is, you can see some type of action. Look at all the types of strata exposed. When I came across this, I knew that this was new. Like, I just knew that this was new. I just knew it because the amount of videos I've watched on the Wild Wild West, you know, when I planned my trip to go out here for the very first time, believe you me, this would have stood out and I would have been looking here. It's a nice little plateau or mesa. Whoops. That's a cool picture. So let's go back to the swell. Things are going to pick up now, but look at all this rock exposed. And you can just see all these rivers, these little tiny rivers. So I read some of the wiki, and it's basically just, you know what, I'll save it. Let's keep looking. We're almost there. Now it's gonna get really. Look at that. Look at the decline. So, like, I'm new to geology. Like, I understand. Like, I've seen these structures before. I just have no idea what the names are and what causes them. So, Nobleness D is really good at that. This stuff here, an anticline, I believe I'm pronouncing it right. That's what this swell is all about. Look at this. Like, I've seen so many documentaries. Look at this. On the Grand Canyon. They would have mentioned this. Like, this is not too far or anything. Just the amount of videos that I've watched on nature. Love those types of stuff. Mountains, canyons, rivers. The Amazon jungle, like everything. I grew up watching documentaries. Lots of people grew up reading books. Well, I watched documentaries. You know. Look at this. This is Interstate 70. Building this was a feat on its own. Can you imagine having to build a road from here, right here, to the top? To even get over the swell, because this is a long stretch. Could you imagine the car or the trucks, at least the transport trucks, having to get up just this part? I mean, most of us have driven through the mountains, you know. If you haven't, you got to get out there and experience that. But look at this incline right here. That is insane. Oh yeah, there's one of those things. What is this called? In case the air brakes give out right here. So here you go. Let's say the truck is coming down this way, then the brakes just give out. They could drive right into this, right? It's all sand. What is that called? I could look it up, but I'd rather ask you guys. Let's take a look here. Awesome, I got a cool picture here. Look at this. Look at that. Look how beautiful that is. This is cool. Oh, yeah, look, there's the truck. Look. He's like, I don't need them. I'm good. I've got a good truck. My brakes are good. But just in case, if he did, he would just drive straight in there. And he'd be saved. But yeah, I read a little bit on that road. I was like, Interstate 70, and it was on Wiki, and it said, yeah, this was quite the feat to construct this road, man. So we'll be looking into that on the live stream. But look at this scenery. This reminds me, like, here's the thing with stuff like this type of scenery right here. This is golden. This is a money shot. This reminds me of the Tom Hanks shot where he's running in the movie Forrest Gump. He's just jogging down Monument Valley. And then he's just running and everybody's behind him. Then he stops and then he's like, what are you doing this for? He's like, You know, he just turns around. That scene right there. This is just as epic. Now, I'm about to say, well, why haven't we seen this in movies? But I'm sure someone's going to link me something. I guarantee you it. Guarantee you it happens every time. So, you know, I just got to say it. Why haven't we seen this in movies? From where we're from. That's an amazing view right there. That was beautiful. That was great. Look at that. Look at that. The brakes on those trucks, though. And the motor, the engine, just to get these trucks up there. Wow, that's... Anyway, let's go. It's Sally Forth, but look at the land. Look at that. Looks like cake. Cut in half, you know? I mean, that's some serious land movement right there. Serious land movement. Look how it just bends. Yeah, why is the rock bending like that, you know? That's cool. That's really cool. And you could just see it on this angle. Like, the camera is level. Like, it's actually dipping down. This is level. Look, if I go over here, look, everything's level again. Over there, but over here, boom, you can see it. It's just amazing. I look at this and at awe. I'm like, this is it's been there the whole time, really. I would have rather come here than the Grand Canyon, honest to God, because just to get to here, I'd have to hit everything else that you guys are gonna see, all the other parks. But this is the Little Grand Canyon. The green line is the San Rafael River, which helped carve all of this. Now, I do giggle. I always giggle when they say, a river carved the canyons. I believe that the world we came from always told the truth, but with a lot of lies. Or they left out a lot of stuff and filled it in with lies. And I feel that's the same thing happening here. That, yes, of course, water is a part of this, but there is also another ingredient, I believe. But that's for another video, because I'm going to tie it in with everything here, because it's the same thing all over the place. Like this whole area I'm covering right here, it's the same thing. I could say the same thing for every zone that we're about to look at, so, or already have looked at. And that's for after the series, or continue the series. But this is the, you know, the green line is, because here's how the canyon works. In the Grand Canyon, let's pretend the green line was the Colorado River. Well, on one side you'd have the North Rim and Zion Park would be here, and then on the south side you'd have the South Rim with, you know, Flagstaff over here and Tucson down here, or, you know, Phoenix, whatever. But here there's no South Rim, you know, so but there's good reason for that, and you're gonna see why when we go to Wiki, right? But it's just, I don't know, man. I giggle when they say it's just the river. But look at this. It is little. It's not as giant as the Grand, but it's just funny they call it the Little Grand Canyon. I wasn't sure what it was when I first came across it. In my mind, I was like, I think that's an oxymoron, but I'm not, you know, I don't understand those words and those meanings too well. And then I gave Nolan SD a call, because this is what I shared with him, and he said it. I didn't even ask him. I'm like, yeah, it's called the Little Grand Canyon. He's like, what? Dude, that's an oxymoron. I'm like, thank you. Thank you. I was thinking of that exact word. Oh, Dinosaur Tracks. Here we go. Oh, man, I gotta sneeze. Hold on. I'm looking for... Hold on, I gotta sneeze. I gotta mute. God. Thank you. Sometimes I really like sneezing. Dinosaur Tracks. Yeah, let's take a quick look into this. Sometimes a picture pops up. Oh yeah, because it's over here. That's right. Here, one sec. I've been having this problem for a while now. I put that marker in the wrong spot. Alright. Dinosaur Tracks. I can't wait to look into this. Really can't. I don't remember too many dinosaur tracks in the USA. You know, it was a very rare thing, and whenever they did show up, people would come and then cut it out and take them, like a museum or poachers or whatever. But we're about to be amazed at what's going to go on here with these dinosaur tracks, because it's not just, oh look, a dinosaur track. It's more to it. I'm going to tie my people into this. I'm not Navajo or Ute or Hopi. They're still my peeps. And in the end, we're all going to be peeps. We're all the same. We're all cut from the same cloth. But for now, there's a lot of stories told in petroglyphs and pictographs. I believe I'm saying those right. I get them confused. But they tell a lot of stories, and in those pictographs, you see dinosaur tracks. They actually draw them, and they draw dinosaurs. Let's see if they have them here. That's cattle. They're all over these parks and these videos, and I'm making a very specific video for that, all on its own, so I can't wait to share that with you guys. It's a test hole. We're digging in the ground. Nice, look at that. Pictoglyph, I believe, are the ones that are drawn in petros. We're gonna look into that. I'm just hastily moving along. But what you see here, look at this. These look like angels or something. Look, they have wings on them. But there's a lot of this, you know, like there's a lot of these tall figures that have these really squarish bodies. I've seen a lot. You know, I've seen a lot, and they have these little tiny legs too. I've seen a lot of these already. That's where I've been the last 3 weeks, just looking around. See, look, another one. They're all over the place. Why are they all over the place? Because people from way back when were all over the place. Alright, let's sally forth. So dinosaur tracks, pictographs, petroglyphs. Lots of fun. Here's a 360 view. This looks like the Grand Canyon. If you were to show somebody, here, guys, I should have did this to you, but I didn't. Show someone this. Be like, bring them to this picture and be like, hey, it's a cool picture of the Grand Canyon, eh? They'd be like, yeah, not bad. Oh yeah, I was there. Look, I was over there somewhere. You'd be like, no, this is the little Grand Canyon. And they wouldn't be able to tell. Well, first off, you don't want to lie, but, you know, but they wouldn't be able to tell. Unless they were, like, experts, you know? Unless they knew. It fooled me. For a brief second, I was like, oh, that, you know, I was like, man, does that ever look like the Grand Canyon? It's like, maybe they put it in the wrong spot, but then I checked the surrounding areas. I'm like, no, man, that's it, man. That looks like it. That's it. That's definitely it. Alright, let's continue forth. So that's the little Grand Canyon, ladies and gentlemen. And it houses really cool things here like dinosaur tracks, pictographs, petroglyphs. There's a couple of arches in there. What time we got? Okay, we got 10 more minutes. As we come down the western part of the rim, or the swell, we enter what we're gonna have to. Ooh, Ghost Rock. What's that? There's a lot of pictures here. We're gonna be entering. Ooh, oh, look at this. See, I don't know it. Oh, look at this. Nice shot. Nice shot. see what we got going on here. Nice. I love, one of my favorite things is seeing snow all over red rock like this. That's where a lot of the water comes from, I guess. That's cool. Interesting. But look at that. You can even see the ground here. Even the ground's doing it right there. That's so cool. You can see it. Man, that's so cool. Poor engine brakes. Alright. So there's a lot happening here. Over here, I want to dig in more here. Just give me a moment, because I haven't done any scanning on this area. I've been so busy learning computer programs and just putting these programs together that I haven't properly gone through them. And time flies so fast when you're having fun. And I'm having so much fun with you guys right here. And before you know it, it's going to be 30-40 minutes. North Saltwash. Oh, cool. Look at that. And look at up there. You can see the holes in the rocks. Just imagine the power needed to create that salt wash. Well, a lot of rushing water is all it takes, right? And I believe that. No doubt, no doubt. Looks so beautiful. I can only imagine what it'd be like to fly around this stuff. Okay, we're back here. Alright, let's go this way. Let's go back over here. Let's go to Eagle Canyon. Okay. So yeah, so we were just here. This is Interstate 70. Saying goodbye. It's got two massive steel bridges right here. Let's take a close look at those first. How cool is that? You can just drive under them. That's sick. I've never seen that before. Like, I've never seen a photo of this before. Like, the two bridges, the dual bridges. I wonder if they have a particular name. That would be so fun to have that in there. I gotta make that work. I gotta make that work out somehow. Gotta do that. Oh man, that would be so fun to own a four-wheeler and do that. Cool. Cat just joined us. Alright, let's go to Eagle Canyon. Here we are, and this is where we saw the Eagle Rock. It was amazing when I came across that. It was so amazing, you know, because I'd just come off seeing the little Grand Canyon, and I was just here. I was like going, I can't believe I'm seeing this. This is insane. And I'm like, show me another sign, please, you know. And I just saw these pictures, clicked on this one. And the first thing, two things jumped out at me. It was this. I went up and I saw the rock with the sun. I looked up and went, oh, it's just a rock with the sun. Looked here because I was like, oh, a cabin. I was like, that's built very well. I was like, damn, man, it's in the sun this whole time in this desert. It's still here. Did some research on it. It's a very cool cabin. We're going to look into that in a moment. Looked at this. I exited the photo. And then I clicked here, and it's one of these photos. I can't find it right now. I don't want to waste too much time here, but it was a photo just like this, and it said Swazi Cabin and Eagle Rock. And I'm like, what? And I looked, and right away I saw the eagle. I'm like, what? And, you know, I'll never forget that, man. I'll never forget that moment. Ever, ever, ever. Because I just stared. I'm like, insane. I just asked, you know, the creator just gave me a whole bunch of signs, and here I am asking for another one. So greedy, you know. He's like, okay. if you don't get this. And boy, did I get it. But that's the spot. It's beautiful. Eagle Rock. So that cabin, yeah. So Eagle Rock, Eagle Canyon. And one more thing in here. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, yeah. An Eagle Arch. Check this out. Boom. So there's that four-wheeler again. He's teasing. Maybe that's me from the future. Or the past. I don't know. Taking all these pictures. That's what I should be doing. That's what I should be doing. Eagle Canyon. Kind of looks like an eagle too. Look at this. You got the wings here. Then the neck. The beak. With a funky hairdo here. And then you got the two legs right here, man. Right there. He's looking south. What do you see? Alright, so let's talk about that cabin for a sec, because that's really interesting. And we're going to talk about it here, but the things that they mention in there are going to cover in live stream. So I need to pull up. Yeah, I got it right here. Swasi's cabin. You can see it right here. The cabin, listed on the Utah State Register of Historic Sites, was built in 1921, but the wild Swasi boys, included Joe, Sid, Charlie, and Rod, started running cattle out here decades before they finally built the cabin, usually sleeping in the open or shallow graves or caves. Oh my God, as if I said shallow graves. Wow, way to go there, Lone. The Swasis are responsible for naming many landmarks in the swell, including Joe and his dog, the Sid and Charlie Pinnacles, Rod's Valley, Eagle Canyon, Sid's Mountain, Cliff Dweller Flat, and many more. And this is what I'm talking about right here. We're going to go over all of these because it's just really cool. They're going to have some type of story. We're going to be like, what? What do you mean that happened? That's impossible. They didn't have that at that time. That's what I'm talking about. Then we could dig deeper with all this stuff, okay? But that's just a puzzle of it. Not just, but it's a puzzle. It's a piece of the puzzle. Some of their exploits were remarkable, including one that occurred at a place appropriately named Sid's Leap, where Sid bet his brother Charlie a small herd of cattle that Sid, on horseback, could jump 12 feet across the San Rafael River. Of course, the river was 80 feet below. Sid was successful, and the cows were his. That's what I'm talking about. That's so cool. That's some cool history. But we're going to look more into this on the live stream. That's really cool. But I've never heard of this story before. I wonder if there's cartoons about it. So you'll find that on the western part of the swell. Very interesting. Let's see what else we got here. It's continued down. And we're back at the swell where it really takes a dive. Man. Ooh, it's Muddy Creek. So yeah, this is called Muddy Creek. What we were just looking at, this river, or this creek. Man, I am there. That is me. I can't wait. That's me. Jeez. This is so beautiful. Ooh, look. That's cool. Reminds me of the chocolate drops. Very near Tom's-ish boot. Beauty. And that brings us back to the southern rim. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is your San Rafael River. Now, I mean San Rafael Swell. Now, we just briefly went over this. Let's look at San Rafael Swell Wikipedia. See what it has to say here. The San Rafael Swell is a large geologic feature located in south-central Utah, about 30 miles west of Green River, Utah. The San Rafael Swell, approximately 75 by 40 miles, consists of a giant dome-shaped anticline of sandstone, shale, and limestone that was pushed up during the Paleocene, Laramide, oh, here's a word I can't pronounce properly, orogeny, 60 to 40 million years ago. Since that time, infrequent but powerful flash floods have eroded the sedimentary rock into numerous valleys, canyons, gorges, mesas, and buttes. The swell is part of the Colorado Plateau physiographic region. Interstate 70 divides the swell into northern and southern sections and provides the only interstate access to the region. The swell lies entirely within the Emery County. The northern swell is drained mainly by the San Rafael River, while the southern swell is drained mainly by the Muddy Creek River, which eventually joins, oh, it just says Muddy Creek, sorry, not river, but mainly by the Muddy Creek, which eventually joins the Fremont River to become Dirty Devil River. The San Rafael Swell was formed when deeply buried Precambrian dikes swarm rock. Let me read that again. My apologies, ladies and gentlemen. The San Rafael Swell was formed when deeply buried Precambrian dike swarm rocks. Let's take a look into that. I've never seen that before. Dike swarm. What is it? Ah, that's what that is. Now I'm okay. Hold on here. Let me read that again. Yeah, okay. So what they're saying here, I just had to read that properly. So, oh, I don't know how to show you this without. I mean, it's the next video because I have to go into the next zone to show you guys, and I haven't gotten there yet. Let's see if there's some over here. There should be. I mean, if it just happened here. Okay, here it is. Yeah, excellent. So you see this lined rock? Okay, that's what they're talking about. The dike swarm, and whenever the rain after, well, since 40 to 60 million years ago, just washed this all away into the San Rafael River here. On this side of the interstate. Okay, here, let me get this straight. So you got the interstate right here, and the rain would drain this way into the San Rafael, and the rest would go this way, washing away everything, okay, that used to look like this right here all over the place, but now doesn't, and we're left with what we see right now. All right, man, I don't know about that. It's too much. We'll see. Yeah, you see the lined rock, it's everywhere. Okay, cool, that makes sense. All right, where were we here? The basement rocks below the present day swell moved upwards relatively to the surrounding areas and caused the overlying sedimentary rocks to fold into a dome-like shape called an anticline. Here's what an anticline is. I hope I'm pronouncing these words properly. So you basically got underground pushing up in a particular spot for a while. Let's pretend this here, that's a river. Let's pretend that's Interstate 70. And here's both the ridges. And all the rain washed away the middle, which is the earth over here. You know, all this washed away all that and exposed what was left, and it's rock. Anticline. I really hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Yeah, I could have looked it up, but that's what we're here as a team. Let's continue. Since that time, the relentless force of running water has eroded the geologic layers, resulting in older rocks becoming exposed in the middle of the swell and younger rocks exposed around the edges. Yeah, I just said that, but they said it much more clearly. Many of the most impressive landforms are composed of most resistant rocks, including Jurassic Navajo sandstone, Jurassic Wingate sandstone, and Permian Coconino sandstone. The folding is much steeper on the eastern edge of the swell than in the west, and the eastern edge is referred to as the San Rafael Reef. Part of the swell has geographic features that resemble Mars. The Mars Society decided to set up the Mars Desert Research Station, oh no, here we go, in the area as a Mars analog for such reasons. Interesting. That does look like Mars. Oh no. Alright, that is so cool. I did not know that. That is so cool. Because the only time I ever heard about NASA like really using landscape to resemble like the moon or the Mars was somewhere in Greenland or Iceland or something like that, or in, you know, somewhere where it was like a tundra, like maybe Finland. I don't know. You guys let me know what's up in the comment section below. Let me know what you remember. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for tuning in. That's 40 minutes of fun. There's so much more to cover. Okay, tune in for the live streams every Tuesdays and Thursdays. I will be trying to do the Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays as much as I can, but I would like to set some days set in stone. So Tuesdays and Thursdays for sure, 10 a.m. and we will cover more of this. You know, this is your new Earth. I'm seeing a lot of healing done to this planet. But that's what healing looks to me, you know, like, because before it used to be just this whole area, like the Grand Canyon is much smaller, and to me this looks like a scar. And before, the Grand Canyon was a lot larger. Before, Arizona was full of deserts, but now it's full of green mountain ranges, and like they have monsoons, and look at all the green. And in my last video, the little Colorado River, here I'll show you right now. I'll just give you a quick look. Hopefully I still have it all going here. But I was showing in there that, oh, here we go. Oh no, I don't. Hold on, one more look. Yeah, there we go. You see all that? See the light blue? Those are rivers running towards the light green. And the light green is the little Colorado River, which never existed before. But in this timeline, it's been raining here this whole time. Like the desert never existed. And you see the little green line is going into the Grand Canyon. And that never happened before because the Grand Canyon had stale water, didn't have sediment, there was unhealthy life. Now you got a river there going in there, and you got a river over here going in on this side, feeding it life and sediment, and the fishies can swim and everything can grow in there now. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. So when you watch these videos, that's what I'm trying to show everybody. Alright? So stay tuned for more love. I love you guys so very much. I really do. And have a great day. Love your neighbor. Don't forget that. And love yourself. Lone Eagle 112358. Peace.